I'm working on a documentary with my group members. The topic is Pressure and Prestige, the evolution of students' life in Rwanda from 2005 to 2026. The aim of this documentary is to show how students' life in Rwanda has evolved and improved over time. Most people think they understand what being a Redeemer's University student is like: prestige, structure, and discipline. But for students of Redeemer's University, it is more than that.
From these 4 years I've spent in this school, I feel like the most challenging part of being a wrong student is the pressure, pressure from students, oh, like, do I like, am I dressing so nice? Do I look good? Am I like falling below expectations, like maybe in my academics or like the way I should live my life?
It's early mornings, silent pressures, expectations, and moments of growth that no one really sees. The university was established in January 7, 2005, and it came as a result of a vision that Pastor Adewumi had in 1979 to provide quality Christian education. By 2010, Redeemer's University was beginning to find its rhythm. It was beginning to form its own identity.
In the early years, the student body was in its formative years. So, they were trying to have a footing, because at the beginning, the university did not want a student body that was mirrored after, or that would be mirrored after what we have in other public universities, where it is an opposition kind of body, where they are always in a tug of war with the university management, fighting for water, fighting for hostel, fighting for school fees. So the proprietors from beginning said the student body should be a body that complements the progress of the school, and that any day the student body is out there to fight or to do protest, that will be the end of the university. So from the beginning, it was made clear.
Students' life became more organized, with regular chapel activities.
Because the school put in some structures to help students, to encourage them. Something like the what we call the brigade now. We had what we call the RV, Redeemed Volunteers, Redeemer's University Vanguard, to help students leave the hostel, go for this thing. So they opposed it, they didn't want it, they feel, why should somebody be doing that? So, but in terms of adding values to the university, most of their programs were to add values. When they brought people for programs, these were the people in the top echelon of the society who will add values, people who are difficult to get. Thereafter, Ayomide, who was another president, will bring in people like Pastor J.T. Kalejaye, bring in people like this man of Daystar, what's his name? Samadeyemi. You bring this man of Elevation, that's Akinlabi, Goodman Akinlabi. Some Ojo Yemade, these were people and other people in the society who we had values to what we were doing. So, and they were just trying to evolve. The student population wasn't much. They didn't have as much resources, but at the initial part, they were wanting to confront, but they got it right and they were doing things. So we didn't have much of wasting of resources that we had some years after.
Stricter academic routines and a hostel culture that shapes its daily interactions began to shape how students lived, learned, and related with one another.
Well, for me, what it meant to me being a student of RUN, as at my period right here in Redeemer's University, it was a very transformative experience, sincerely, in different aspects of my life, actually, both spiritual, academically, and in the social aspect too, because I was one of the get inside children, and coming to run, I needed to learn how to interact with people, and God really helped me. Eventually I became the course rep, of which I cannot hear the last of it till tomorrow, and it really helped my social life. Then for the spiritual aspect, being surrounded by people of the same faith really helped and grew my spiritual life. I'm talking about people that also helped me, like the likes of Pastor Alakija and his wife, and the then chaplain of Redeemers University, Pastor Akoshile. Yes, Pastor Akoshile and his wife. And I really thank God for their lives and how they've, helped students like me and all of that in the spiritual aspects. Then for academical aspects, my lecturers were very wonderful and quite supportive. The fact that I was also the course rep, trying to run around here, ensuring that, okay, my course mates are in good order and my lecturers are not too angry with us, all those kind of things. So yes, it was very transformative.
The university experienced a major shift in the 2014-2015 academic session, where the school moved to its permanent site here in Ede, Osun State.
I think from 2011 to 2026, the changes are quite a lot.
The new environment brought about bigger facilities, larger hostels, and better lecture rooms that elevated the university's image.
Even on the academic level, there are now many courses that students can come in and to offer. Then these courses were not many. Now I hear courses like statistics and data science. I hear departments like nursing, and I'm sure very soon we're going to have medicine. So I think in terms of courses, I think one has improved. And another one is also the ACE-JIT. That's a major improvement. And to think that Ron was also nominated as one of the organizations or the institutions that helped during the COVID, was it COVID or Ebola? COVID-19. That's not to negate the fact that for a coin there are two sides. There's the positive and there's also the negative. I'm not going to say that they are negative. I'm just saying that there are issues that Ron should work on. For example, I think that maybe Ron can do something about security. Apart from the security of the members or the students, even the manner of people that they employ as security officials, I think is being a problem from when I was here. When we were on camp, we were using camp security and it was relatively safe. I mean, I think the only difference was anybody could come out. You would not know if the person was a student or a resident. So, but here, when we got here, we started using sheriffs. And even at the time, these sheriffs, they could not mind their businesses, and they overstep boundaries, and even the job that they are being paid to do, they do not, in my opinion, do it efficiently. So I think if one can look into the aspects and regulate the officers that they employ as security to make sure that the security is actually tight. Not that somebody will just be a sheriff and will sit down and press phone or see a girl and be like, why is she working with a boy? I mean, fine, these are issues because it's a faith-based university, but also security comes first.
But with this growth came higher expectations, stronger competition, and a new level of higher academic pressure.
Well, the biggest pressure I am currently facing as a Redeemers University student is mostly the pressure of feeling. We all came here into this school to get our degree, not to fail, basically. Let's not fail. So I don't want to fail. So all these ATM lectures, the group work, most especially the group work. The group leader is mostly doing most of the work, and the remaining group members they are so lax that the group leader will take the entire work. They will do the work for them. They don't reference properly.
Together, this experience shaped what it really means to be a RUN student today. In recent years, student life in RUN has become a constant balance between pressure and prestige. While the university continues to uphold high academic standards, students are also navigating through the social life like content creation, networking opportunities, chapel commitments, and the growing pressure of what's next after school. From 2005 to now, the story of student life in RUN has been one of resilience, adjustment, and growth. Over the years, students have continued to adapt to new environments and increasing responsibilities. Beyond the polished walls of the university, there lies a deeper history of pressure that has shaped the mindset and lifestyle of students' life in RUN.